Guys, welcome back to another episode of Elnea Kingdom, bringing you when Zander Gansborough dies, or aka Bryony's first kid. So yeah, Bryony Parker here, and let's get on to Xander's passing and of course the funeral. Oh, this is gonna be sad, guys. I hope you're ready. Alright. Wow, even Isaac's here. Life's light is fading. Soon Zander will be directed to Ganos. Zander, I have no regrets as long as everyone is happy. Zander! Holy Naga, use your messenger. Lead this soul that belongs to the gods to the land of Ganos. Oh, Angela. Anyways, until the funeral. Okay, guys, Zander's funeral. And then, on to something I wanted to mention before. Last night, a traveler left for Ganos guided by the god Naga. Their remains have been laid to rest in our kingdom, and now their soul can find everlasting peace among the gods. We can no longer speak as before, but through the gods we can sense the departed soul. As long as those of us who remain here do not forget. Gods in heaven, we ask that you wrap our brethren in the cloth of peace. Holy Shizni, give those remaining in this world your love and solace. And yeah, that was Xander's funeral. Anyways, on to something I wanted to mention before. So, I want to talk about, like, the paid items. So, what I've found useful so far. So, what I've found useful so far has to be, like, a bell of fertility during events. Because, I mean, you never know when you're going to run out of these. So, it could be worth it, depending on what you guys are wanting to do. Now, tailor coupons can be useful when you want to get certain clothing. And then furnishing tickets can be good for when you want to get a certain furnishing, so that you want to put in your house during the seasons. That's if you want to decorate, that is. Now, in Bond, I found not as useful an item for me. I mean, basically, if you have a, like, Impet now with this generation, well, whatever generation you choose, the next generation, you're not going to have them as a pet. So, yeah, not really worth getting the in-bond thing. Unless, of course, you're playing on the Switch version, which doesn't really cost any money. So, yeah. Now, Heart Candy. Heart Candy's been useful when I had to change the personalities of my kids, because I've already had to change it once, and I'm going to have to change it twice. So, I already have one, so for Samantha, because it's not going to work out considering the prince's personality and hers. So, not that I'm wanting them to be compatible, but I want to make sense, like their personalities make sense. Like, she's a fable and he's humble, and that doesn't sound like it just doesn't make any sense compared to, like, the one I think would suit the prince, which is considerate. So, like, the humble and the considerate one, I thought that was, like, a really good idea. So, anyways, and then magical makeup can be useful if you want to change the appearance of someone in your family if you don't like it. Though I would just recommend to look up online what the appearances will be if you choose a certain partner. That way you can ignore it and not have looks that you don't want to look at. So, yeah, basically, just be careful not to even, like, be with someone if you don't like a certain look or appearance. So, and then, for my the moderate health potion has been useful for, like, dungeons. Though you don't have to get a bunch of these. You actually just get a couple of the moderate health potion and the large one, and it should be good. Let's see here. Some other useful items in the mobile version to buy. Passports for if you want to bring back a character, but most of the time I hear of the character, like, usually being really old, and so you can only have one kid, so recommend that you, like, maybe save your character at a younger age, so that way, like, into the slot before, that way you can get them at a younger age if you want to have them back again. Now, Hourglass of Remorse has been useful for if I, like, fail in a battle, so it's useful for redoing it. And full-time charges, half-time charges can be useful when it comes to, like, if you want to skip through days, so that's pretty useful. What other useful things are there in this? Oh, yeah. Passion of the Desert, which is good for... Oh, wait, not Passion of the Desert. What am I saying? No. Flame of Passion is what I was trying to get at. If you want to separate someone that you really want, if they're not engaged. I don't know if you could do it when they're engaged. I recommend before they're engaged, but Yeah, basically this. Just use the flame of passion. And then unripe apple, if like things aren't going well between you and your partner and you want to find someone that's much better, so nothing wrong with that. And less flower if you want to choose a certain gender so you can make sure certain things happen, like what I did, make sure I got into royalty, so yeah. And then the last thing I wanted to mention, which was birth egg. Birth egg is good for elderly. So if like they can't have any kids, then you can use this. That's only your first child though. You can if you have any other children, you cannot have any more. So basically you have to have no kids until the last moment and then you use this. And that's your only and single child, which is your first. So yeah. But anyways, I hope you liked me talking about some useful items in here, but hope you guys enjoyed this episode and I will see you on the other side.